Welcome to our explainer on Abalone. It's this classic two-player game of abstract strategy. Really, it's a game of wits. And the best part? You can learn how to play in just a few minutes.
So in the next couple of minutes, we're going to walk you through everything you need to know. We'll get into the setup, how the marbles move around, and, of course, the most important part, how you win. Ready? Let's dive in.
Okay, first things first. Let's talk about the goal of the game and how to get the board set up.
So what's the goal? It's actually super simple. All you have to do is be the very first player to push 6. Just 6 of your opponent's marbles completely off the board. That's it.
Setting up is a breeze. You just take your 14 marbles, one of you will have white, the other black, and place them on the board just like you see here. And here's a key rule to remember. Black always makes the first move.
All right, the board's all set up, so how do we actually play? Let's get into making a move.
Okay, so on your turn, you get to make one move. Just one. And with that move, you can slide 1, 2, or even 3 of your own marbles, all together, one single space.
Now, when you get 2 or 3 of your marbles in a nice straight line, that's called a column. And you're going to want to get familiar with these because they are absolutely central to the game. Seriously, columns are your key to both attacking and defending.
So, your columns can move in 2 different ways. First, you've got what's called an inline move. Think of it like a train on its tracks. It can move forward or backward along that line. The other option is a sidestep move. This is where your whole column shifts sideways, together, into empty spaces right next to it.
Okay, we've covered moving, but now for the really fun part, the heart of Abalone, pushing your opponent's marbles.
This move has a special name. It's called a Sumito. A Sumito is what happens when you have more marbles in your column than your opponent has in theirs. It's all about numerical superiority. When you have it, you can literally force their marbles backward.
So how does that work exactly? Well, the rule of thumb is simple. You always need to have more marbles to push. So if you have a column of 2, you can push 1 of their marbles. Got a column of 3? Now you can push 1 or even 2 of their marbles. See? Simple.
Now this is a super important rule, so listen up. You can only push an opponent's marble when you're making an inline move. You can never, ever push with a sidestep. That's a huge one to remember.
And it just makes sense, right? For a push to work, the marble you're shoving has to have somewhere to go. That means there has to be an empty space right behind it, or, even better, the edge of the board.
Okay, so we're pushing marbles around, which leads us to the big question. How do you actually win this thing?
It's all about that magic number, 6. The second, the very instant that you push your opponent's 6th marble off the board, the game is over. Bam! You win. No final turns, nothing. It's immediate.
All right, before we send you off to play your first game, let's just quickly recap some of the most important rules. Think of this as your cheat sheet to avoid any common mistakes.
Okay, you ready? Here are the big 5. First, you can only move a maximum of 3 of your own marbles at a time. Second, you've got to outnumber them to push them. Third, a solid wall of 3 of their marbles, yeah, you can't push that. It's immovable. Fourth, side steps are for moving, not for pushing. And last but not least, number 5, you can't push a sandwich marble that has nowhere to go. Got it? Good.
And believe it or not, that's really it. You now know everything you need to sit down and play your first game of Abalone.
The rules might seem simple, but you're going to find the strategy is incredibly deep. So the board is set, it's your turn, your first move is waiting. What's it going to be?